Shri Gurubhyo Namaః Harihi Om. Om Akhandananda Sambodha Vandanatyasya Chayate Govindam Tamaham Vande Chidananda Tanungurum. So yesterday we were seeing Priyatvena Matam Yattu Tat Sada Na Priyam Nrnam Vipatto Pi Sampatto Yatha ātmā na tatha aparaḥ. So whatever we think as a most beloved, they are not the real beloved things. They are not the real desirable things of love. Why? Because they don't have the same status of being loved when there is trouble or when there is a happiness. Changes. According to the position, they change. The same thing which is loved becomes hated in a different situation. Same that which is hated become loved in a different situation. But yadarthā ātmā na tatha aparaḥ, whether it is troublesome or good situation does not really matter. Whether you are endowed or non-endowed does not really matter. But self is a desire always in whichever situation. That we saw. Now he says, ātmā khalu priyatamo'subhṛtāṃ padārthāḥ yadarthā bhāryātmajāptagṛhavittamukhāḥ padārthāḥ vāṇijyakarṣaṇa gavāvanarājasevā bhaiṣajyakaprabhṛtayo vividhāḥ kriyāśca. ātmā khalu priyatamo'subhṛtāṃ yadarthā bhāryātmajāptagṛhavittamukhāḥ padārthāḥ vāṇijyakarṣaṇa gavāvanarājasevā bhaiṣajyakaprabhṛtayo vividhāḥ kriyāśca. So first we have to understand, for any association we need attributes, activity or objects. Only with respect to these there can be any association. Association can be with attributes, association can be with objects, association can be with activities. Now he is talking about the association through the objects and activities. What are the objects? Bharya means wife. Can substitute for husband also. Bharya, husband or wife, spouse. Ātmārthameva, that which is born out of you, son, daughter. Ātmā means yadarthā, the one who sees things as it is. Here ātmā means friend. Because a friend is a person who should speak as it is. If he is going to elogize things when you are doing even bad things, oh, you did great, then he is not a friend. He is not a friend. He is just interested in whatever you are throwing at him. That's all. So, ātmā means if you do wrong, he should have to point out to your wrong activities. And if you do right, he should have to support you for that. That is ātmā, friend. Okay. Grha, house. Vitta, wealth. Mukha, we already said. Mukha means etc. Adi. Okay. Etc. Padārthāḥ, all these objects. And vāṇijya, business. Karṣaṇa, kriṣi, the farming. Gavāvana should be understood as gavāvana. Avarakṣane. Our root word means rakṣane, to protect. Protect the gava, cow. So taking care of cow. Okay. So business, farming, taking care of cows. Rājasevā, working for the king, serving the government. Bhaiṣajyaka. Bhaishaj means a medicine. Bhaishajya means a doctor. So being a medicine man, pravṛttiśca, etc. So different kinds of kriyāśca, vividhāḥ, kriyaः, these different kinds of activities, different kinds of objects like friends, etc. Different kinds of activities like business, etc. All these yadarthā, for which cause you are doing that ātmā khalu asubhṛtāṃ. You are not doing it for someone else. You are doing it for yourself. You are friends with someone because it is conducive for you. It brings you happiness. Okay. So the object in itself, the thing in itself is not a thing in itself is not a beauty. Okay. So asubhṛtāṃ priyatamaḥ. Asubhṛtāṃ means asu means prana, life force, vital air. Bhṛtāṃ, bhru bharane, one who holds that means a jiva. Asubhṛtāṃ means jiva. For the jiva priyatama, it is the most beloved. For oneself, ātmā is the most beloved. There is nothing else. Definitely, indeed, khalu, indeed it is most beloved. Not those objects or those activities. All those activities and objects are associated with you. Therefore, you are happy. Therefore, you want those things. Otherwise, if they are pain, like yesterday I said, if they are pain, then you don't even think twice to destroy those objects. You can cut the friendship. You can cut the son, daughter. We saw the story yesterday, right? So, pravṛttiśca nivṛttiśca yacca yāvacca ceṣṭitam ātmārthameva nānyārthaṃ nātaḥ priyatamah paraḥ pravṛttihi ca nivṛttihi ca yatu ca yāvatu ca ceṣṭitam ātmārthameva nānyārthaṃ nātaḥ priyatamah paraḥ pravṛttihi ca, the activities you perform, nivṛttihi ca, the activities you resist, you desist from, you don't perform. Okay. Now, general meaning I'm giving you. Yacca yāvacca, whatever it may be, all those activities you perform or you avoid. ātmārthameva nānyārthaṃ, they are all for the sake of self, not for anyone else. They are all for the sake of the self. When if you take the ātmā means the self, then you should not be fooled by pravṛtti. Oh, the activities, I'm involved in this person and that thing and those things, they are all for the sake of self. That will be the stupidity. That's for the sake of your desire, not for the sake of self. Here, ātmā, if you understand the ātmā as, then pravṛtti means the activities prescribed, the karmas prescribed in the Vedas for a sadhaka, for a spiritual seeker. Nivṛtti means renunciation. Okay. Now, if you accept the ātmā to be body sense organ complex, then pravṛtti means the prescribed karma for you. Nivṛtti means the prohibited karma for you. That is how you have to understand. Okay. So, those, whatever may be the karmas which are done or not done, they are all for the sake of the self, not for anyone else. Ataḥ paraḥ priyatamaḥ na, because there is nothing other than oneself which is most beloved for us. This we explained during the explanation of vairagya, dispassion. I explained this through a story of my life. See, we hold on to the tree and say, oh, the tree is not leaving me. Tree is not holding on to you. You are holding on to it because you have something to get from the tree. You are a tree hugger because you expect something from the tree. Tree does not you to hug it. It will stay. It had stayed without you hugging it. It will stay without you hugging it. You don't need that. I explained using the story of my life where I was sitting in the bus and this fellow, this monkey man means a fellow with a monkey. Okay, not dressed as a monkey. A fellow who is having a monkey in his hand. He comes and begs each one, sir, madam. So he begs each one of them for some money. And he feeds himself with that money first and throws pieces for the monkey. If he leaves the monkey alone, the monkey can take care of itself. It doesn't depend upon this fellow, this idiot. But this fellow cannot exist without the monkey. But what does this fellow say? For the sake of monkey, please give something, madam. Please give something, sir. That is what he's begging for the sake of monkey. When you go from this on this road, main road, it's a forest road. When you go on this road, you can see on the sides of the roads, you will see monkeys sitting for what? Begging. Even though everywhere there is a board that you should not feed the forest animals, people do it. Only when they enter the forest, their jiva karunya, the love for the animals, wakes up. And what do they throw? Whatever is useless. They have eaten some food. They have some food packet, food left in the packet. They'll throw away that. And because of this, what happens is these animals have lost the natural capacity to hunt and eat or eat from the forest. We have made them to beg, borrow, steal like us. They come and beg in the roads. And if you don't, then it will snatch it away from you. That is what they are doing now. Though it is a punishable offense, it's a crime. Feeding the forest animals is a crime, but people don't follow it. This is a big problem. That is why he says, we are doing not for the sake of the animal. We want to get rid of this pain of holding on to that waste, old, smelly food. So we give it to that. For protecting us, to reduce our weight, we are feeding that, not for the sake of feeding it. So, ātmārthameva nānyārthaṃ. We are doing good or bad only for ourselves, not for anyone else. Okay? Tasmād. So, he concluding. Tasmādātmā kevalānandarūpo yas sarvasmādvastunaḥ preṣṭha uktaḥ yo va asmānmanyate'nyaṃ priyaṃ so ayam tasmācchokamevānubhuṅkte. This idea of vividhāḥ, where there is another statement which says यह अस्मात् लोकात् प्रैति सकृत्नः एतम् अविदित्वा यह अस्मात् लोकात् प्रैति सकृत्नः. One who leaves this world without understanding this truth, he is a stingy person. He is a person fit for birth and death, sorrow. So he says, tasmād ātmā kevala ānandarūpah yah sarvasmādvastunaḥ preṣṭha uktaḥ yo va asmānmanyate'nyaṃ priyaṃ soyam tasmācchokamevānubhuṅkte. Tasmā, therefore, yah sarvasmādvastunaḥ preṣṭha, that which is a preṣṭha, prakrishteneshṭha, that which is most beloved with respect to all the objects, that which is most beloved, which is that uktaḥ, the aforesaid self. Kevala ānandarūpa is of the nature of a pure bliss, absolute bliss, non-dual bliss. Kevala can be absolute, pure, non-dual. So, yova asmād anyam yam priyam manyate. Whoever idiot that be, if he thinks something else to be beloved, then this self, so I am, that idiot, tasmācchokamevānubhuṅkte. He is going to experience only sorrow because of that. If you attach more importance to something else other than the self, then that something else is not going to bring you completeness. At one point or other, it is going to give you infinite pain on you. Therefore, ātmā is the most beloved thing. Ātmā is of the nature of bliss, is established. So, ātmā is not just of the nature of bliss. Ātmā is of the nature of existence, knowledge, bliss. That is established. Sat-chit ānanda. That is established. Right? Now, the disciple, this idiot. Why am I calling him idiot? Because he has a question. Question is good, right? If you call a person who asks question an idiot, then how can you teach? Wait. Why I am calling him an idiot? I am eulogizing him with the word idiot. Why? Because he does not have doubts regarding the self to be existence. He does not have any doubt regarding the self to be of the nature of knowledge. But he has a doubt regarding the self to be of the nature of bliss. So why idiot? I'm coming to that. Because he is listening to those idiots who, even after listening to Vedanta, have this fancy, and therefore they go on propagating. What? Atma is not of the nature of bliss. You have to understand. The sugar cannot understand its sweetness. The jaggery cannot understand its. We know that continued. Okay. The jaggery cannot understand its sweetness. The ant can experience the sweetness. Beautiful. Yes. True. What is it is true. How can the sugar experience itself to be sweetness? No sugar experiences. Then it will be over. There will be no sweetness in the sugar. So these stupid ideas he has listened to. Therefore, I am calling him an idiot. Okay. Now, good fellow he is. So he's śiṣyaḥ, this disciple, he is asking the question. So he says, aparaḥ kriyate preṣṭha maya ayam śamyatāṃ prabho ajñavak aparādhāya kalpate namah ātmanām aparaḥ kriyate preṣṭha maya ayam śamyatāṃ prabho ajñavak aparādhāya kalpate na mahatmana. Hey Prabhu, O Lord, śamyatāṃ, please excuse me. Please forgive me. Why? Aparaḥ ayam preṣṭha maya kriyate. I am asking one more question. One more question is being asked by me. So please forgive me. Okay. Asking another question. Stand up on the bench. Jump 20 times. No, he is not doing any of that. So he is presenting it even before. He says, Ajñavak aparādhāya mahatmanam na kalpate. And ignorance words are not accepted to be a punishable offense by great men. Okay, this fellow is ignorant. They'll accept it and they'll try to explain him. If he's filtered idiot, then they'll forget it. They'll forgive him. Okay. Oh, very good. Okay. They will not punish him. There was a king. This king came to the court. He asked all the ministers, I have a doubt. Listening? Yes, everybody is listening. A fellow kicked me on my chest. Kicked me. What should I do? Then the minister, what? He kicked the king? Cut his leg. Why cut his leg? We'll cut his head. Please tell me who it is. I'll go and kill him. Everyone is giving violence as the punishment. So he comes to the chief minister, who is a very smart person. So, what do you think, sir? So, he thinks if the king is kicked by someone on his chest, then the security which is with the king would have punished him already. Even if there was no security, the king would have punished himself. He will not come to the court waiting for our advice to punish him. So there is a twist somewhere. We have to be careful. So he says, what I think is the king should put an anklet made of gold or platinum with precious stones stuck to it. The other ministers are like, what? Golden anklet for a person who kicked the king? The king is happy. Yes, I understand. We'll punish him with golden anklet. Why? Because the person who kicked the king is none other than his small baby, his son, baby boy. So who will punish a baby which kicked or slapped you? No one. Even if it is not your own son, you won't punish it. So that is what you have to think about me as. Ignorant. Please forgive me. You don't punish me. Don't say get out. Okay. Now, ātmā anyasukham anyacca nātmanasukharūpatā. He is asking the doubt. Ātmā ātmanasukam āśāsyam yatate sakalo janah ātmanasukharūpatve prayatna kimuktehinām yesha me samshaya swamin kripayaiva nirasyatāṃ. Beautiful. Ātmā anyah. This is all based, this beautiful question, doubt is based on he listening to some idiots. And there is this question, which is a natural question, which will arise from our beautiful mind also. So, listen to this carefully. Ātmā anyah. Sukham anyat cha. Na ātmana sukharūpatā. Ātmana sukham āśāsyam. Yatate sakalo janah. Ātmana sukharūpatve prayatna kimudehinām. Yesha me samshayah. Swamin kripayaiva nirasyatāṃ. Swamin, O Lord, ātmā anyah sukham cha anyat. Ātmā is different and happiness is different from itself. It's very evident. Ātmana sukharūpatā na. Ātmā cannot be of the inherent nature of self, bliss. Ātmā is different and bliss is different. Why? Ātmana sukham āśāsyam. We desire bliss for self. We desire it. We don't just desire it. Sakalo janah yatate cha. Everyone puts effort to gain that happiness, that bliss. But as you say, Ātmana sukharūpatve, if the Ātmā is of the nature of bliss, then dehina prayatna kimo. Why do people put forth all the effort? Why do they put forth all the effort? No one will put forth any effort. I am of the nature of bliss. Why will I put forth any effort? Right? So, He Swamin, O Lord, yesha samshayah. This is my doubt. Kripayaiva nirasyatāṃ. Please remove this doubt through your grace, through your compassion. Now, Shri Guru, he answers. ānandarūpam ātmānam aññātvaiva prathakjanah bhaiṣajyakaprabhṛtayo yatate natu kaścit vidambudah. Ānandarūpam ātmānam aññātva eva prathakjanah bhaiṣajyakaprabhṛtayo yatate natu kaścit vidambudah. Ānandarūpam ātmānam, the self of the nature of a bliss. Aññātva eva, without knowing, being ignorant of that truth. Prathakjana, the other idiots, other people. Other people means the other people other than you who has studied the Shastra. The other people, the ignorant people, the illiterate people, they bhaiṣajyakaprabhṛtayo, they go out for experiencing that bliss without knowing that their inherent nature itself is of bliss. Yatate. So, Vidan Buddha Kasyatuna. But if a person who is learned, who understands this, then he will never search for the happiness externally. He will never go there for experiencing happiness externally. If one understands that his inherent nature is of bliss, then why will he struggle for experiencing anything? No. That is a possibility. Why? Aññātvā heva nikṣepam bhikshamātati durmatihi svapeshpani nidhim ñātvā ko nu bhikshamate sudhihi. So, because of the ignorance, that is why he says, Aññātvā eva nikṣepam bhikshamātati durmatihi svapeshpani nidhim ñātvā ko nu bhikshamate sudhihi. Nikṣepam aññātvā eva. Nikṣepam, that which is hidden, that which is buried under the ground. This is also a story from Upanishad. That which is buried under the ground, the wealth that which is buried under the ground. Aññātvā, without knowing. Durmatihi bhikshamatati. This idiot, Durmatihi, this idiot goes for begging. Without knowing. See, we do that. We generally give the example. We put our goggles, the specs on our head and we'll search for the specs. Okay, or put it on like a garland on our neck and we'll search for. Or put the put the chain behind and will search for, oh, where is my chain? Without knowing it's in the neck. These are all okay. I was there. Kumbh Mela is in 25 January. I was in Kumbh Mela, one of these Kumbh Melas in Ujjain. I was in a tent, a special tent. Only 10, 12 people were accommodated in the tent. My head is one side and leg is on the other side. Wherever my head is, another person leg, and he'll put his leg on the other side. That is how the sleeping arrangement was there for that 5, 10 people. So, okay. Now, in the night, I see a torchlight brightness on my eyes. I opened my eyes and I saw this old man who was lying on the other side. He is searching for something. Old man he is. So I said, I'll help him. What are you searching for, Swamiji? I should not wake the others. He is waking the others up probably, right? So I said, what are you searching for, Swamiji? Sorry, I disturbed you. Please sleep, go to sleep. I'll take care of myself. Then please tell me, now I am awake. Tell me. I'll also help. No. I just wanted to use the washroom. I forgot where I kept my torchlight. What torchlight? The small red one which I always use. Do you have another torchlight other than the one which you have in your hand? Also red? Oh, sorry. Go to sleep. This is what I was searching. He was searching the torchlight using another torch, his own torchlight. We do that. So, ajñātvaiva, without having the knowledge of the hidden treasure. It used to be like that in the olden days. Now thieves come, there is no law for thieves. There is no dharma for thieves. They just enter the house, steal things. In olden days in India, the thieves were also given uh, a free hand kind of. They were also supported, actually. They were also supported by the society. They will steal from here, sell it on the other side of the village or to the next village. Steal from there, sell it here. So their business was also taken care of by the society. So beautiful that is. Now, in such a society, they will mark houses. And we know, okay, they will come after a week. One of these house which is marked there, that fellow, he decided to be smart. So what he did is, he sent everyone from the home to their maternal uncles or auntie's place or some cinema. He dug a pit, filled all the jewels which he had in that, plastered it, and put a chair and sat on it. Thieves came, nothing. So they went to the next houses. They started stealing there. Now this house is protected. Now, when the people came back, when their family came back, he didn't tell them. He said that it was all stolen away. Because the other houses, they have lost their wealth. So you cannot say, I protected mine. Then this thief will come back. So he just said, oh, it's stolen away. So it's okay. With thought, he will tell it later or dig it slowly and take it out. But before he told them, he died. No one knew. And the family became a beggar. Now he is begging for food or money from others. The others, though they lost, they came up slowly. And he is begging for. One of the friends who knew that what his father did, he says, why are you begging? There is treasure underneath. Once he digs and finds that treasure, will he be going for begging? If someone gives him money, he'll say, I can buy you and the whole entire village. What are you talking? Because this is old treasure. Right? So he says, Veshmani nidhim nyatva, when one knows that in his own house he has a great treasure. Konu bhikshamate sudhihi. Which intelligent person will go for bhiksha? Definitely no one. So that is what our inherent nature is. We, without knowing our inherent nature of bliss, we are running behind the objects. And the stupidness, the foolishness of running behind the objects for happiness, bliss will be condemned later. We'll see that. ಓಂ ಪೂರ್ಣಮದಃ ಪೂರ್ಣಮಿದಂ ಪೂರ್ಣಾತ್ ಪೂರ್ಣಮುದಚ್ಯತೆ ಪೂರ್ಣಸ್ಯ ಪೂರ್ಣಮಾದಾಯ ಪೂರ್ಣಮೇವಾವಶಿಷ್ಯತೆ. ಓಂ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ.